For 15 years, we have hunted the Enderman. We treat them as monsters to be farmed for pearls. But the truth is much darker. They are not monsters. They are victims. This is the complete history of the ancient builders, a civilization that built the strongholds, fled the overworld, and eventually became the creatures we fear today. It all started with a mistake. Why are strongholds always buried deep underground? Look closer. Thick stone bricks, iron bars on the windows, massive libraries filled with research. This isn't a dungeon. It is a nuclear bunker. The ancient builders were losing the war on the surface against the Wither. They needed a place to hide. They retreated underground, locked the iron doors, and frantically built one final escape hatch. The end portal was their last hope. The Wither was destroying their world. They couldn't fight it, so they had to flee to another dimension. But to build a portal strong enough to escape, they needed a power source that didn't exist in the overworld. They had to go deeper. To open the end portal, the ancient builders needed an Eye of Ender. But look at the crafting recipe. It requires an Ender Pearl and blaze powder. Blaze powder only comes from a fortress in the Nether. This proves they didn't just stumble upon the end, they conquered the Nether first. They built the Nether portals, raided the fortresses for rods, and brought that technology back. They literally went through hell just to escape their own world. But they walked straight into a trap. With the blaze rods in hand, they crafted the Eyes of Ender and opened the portal. They thought they were escaping to a safe haven. They were wrong. They didn't build a door to freedom. They walked straight into a prison. The moment the ancient builders stepped through the portal, they realized their mistake. There was no way back. The exit portal is made of bedrock. It is unbreakable. It only activates when the dragon dies. She is the living key to their prison. Look at the achievement for killing her. Free the End. This implies the End was enslaved. The dragon wasn't protecting them, she was hunting them. Trapped on a floating island with no food and no escape, they began to change. Trapped by the dragon and surrounded by the void, the builders didn't give up immediately. They were inventors. They used the materials around them to build flying machines, hoping to sail across the void to find new land. But the void goes on forever. Before the ancient builders mutated into Endermen, they made one last attempt to escape. Look at the end ships. These are not natural structures. They are flying machines. They contain the most advanced technology in the game, the Elytra. They harvested the dragon's head and mounted it as a trophy. They built mechanical wings to fly across the void, but the void is infinite. There is no land to fly to. The ships never left the dock, and the builders were left to rot and change. The ships failed. There was no escape, and soon the food supplies from the overworld ran out. Faced with starvation, they were forced to eat the only thing growing on the islands, chorus fruit. But magic comes with a price, and that price was their humanity. At the end, with no way home, the ancient builders faced a new problem: starvation. The only edible thing in the dimension is chorus fruit. But chorus fruit has magical properties. It randomly teleports anyone who eats it. After generations of this diet, the magic rewrote their DNA. They grew taller to reach the fruit. Their skin turned black like the void, and they evolved the ability to teleport naturally. Listen closely to their idle sounds. It's just distorted English. Look for the eye. Generations passed. The builders forgot who they were. They became the Endermen. But if you look closely at the ruins they left behind, there is one visual detail that proves this timeline is real. A mistake in the colors that Mojang never fixed. There is one final piece of evidence that proves the ancient builders became Endermen. Look at the end portal frames. The activated eyes are green. But look at an Enderman today. Their eyes are purple. If Endermen drop Ender Pearls, Why don't the colors match? Because the portal was built before the mutation. When the builders first crafted the Eyes of Ender, they hadn't been corrupted by the void yet. The green eyes are a time capsule, a memory of who they were before the dragon enslaved them. They aren't monsters, they are our ancestors. The green eyes are a memory, the purple eyes are the tragedy. The next time you see an Enderman holding a block, don't just swing your sword. He isn't trying to hurt you. He is trying to remember. He is trying to build just one last time. Subscribe for more Minecraft history.